I've spoken to many pro photographers about how they use their camera flashes, and they all said the same thing. In this video, I will show you how the pros consistently achieve perfect exposure with flash. I will also show you 2 epic flash techniques to help you get results like this and this. Stick around until later, where I'll share an extra flash function that most photographers don't know about. Photographers always talk about golden hour and how great it is for photographs. Although this is mostly true, what do you do when you can't shoot at that time or the weather doesn't play along? The simple answer is to use your flash. To effectively use the 2 flash techniques I'm going to share just now, it's important to understand how to achieve consistent flash exposure every time. The key is to switch off your flash. Then determine your desired ambient exposure. This is the light in your photo when the flash is turned off, such as sunlight, city lights, candlelight. Because your flash has a sync speed with your camera, I recommend that you choose the lowest ISO possible with a shutter speed of between 100 and 250. This means that you might have to choose a smaller aperture like f11 to get the desired exposure. Here is an ambient exposure I chose for this photo. I wanted the sun to catch a bit of her hair and shoulders and not to be overexposed. Only when I'm happy with the ambient exposure, I will switch on the flash. My settings for this photo was ISO 160 with a shutter speed of 1/640 and an aperture of 2 to blur the background. In this case, I don't worry about sync speed because my flash is able to shoot at high speed sync, which means I can shoot at a faster shutter speed than 250. Here is a photo with the flash on and it was overexposed. Now, the secret to nailing the perfect exposure with your flash: don't change the camera settings, guys. Change the flash power until you get the result you want. Here is the final result I got, which I was happy with. Now that you know how to nail your flash exposure, let's look at the first epic flash technique. I have a simple and easy technique for you that involves using your flash. There is a small trick to it and I will show you in a second. Here is the result with this technique. Would you believe me if I say this photo was taken long before sunset? A big warning, this could end up looking fake if done incorrectly. But I will show you what to look out for to avoid this fake look. For this photo shoot, I used Kobus 8100 and its CTO gel kit, which I will link down below. Whoa, Kobus, what is a CTO gel? Well, it's a piece of plastic that you put in front of your flash to create color with your flash. In this case, we used orange. Let's continue. I chose to use 2 CTO gels together to achieve a warm look. With the flash off, I took this photo to get my base exposure. Then, with a normal reflector on the flash and the gels, I took this photo. You can also use your flash from behind your subject. Here is an example with a flash from behind with the flash off for my ambient exposure, and here it is when the flash fired. Unfortunately, the 8100 does not have enough power to blow out the whole softbox, so you can still see the edges of it. I had to change my angle slightly so that I couldn't see the window and the light, and this was the result. Warning: working with artificial light can easily result in a fake look if not handled carefully. The issue often arises with 2 windows. The light from the window you're using may be warm, but blue light could be coming from the other window. This can be corrected by using a second light or by using Lightroom to warm up the background. Here is a before and after comparison. Another way is to simply crop or zoom in. In this photo, you can see the cool light here, but on the final image, it looks better because I zoomed in. Before I show you how I created this celebrity looking photo, let's have a look at shooting with golden hour flash outside with 1 or 2 tips. Here is the base exposure I selected for this photo. As I plan to use the flash from behind, I need a bright exposure to prevent underexposing her face. I'll demonstrate a more realistic method of simulating sunlight shortly. Here's the photo with the flash on. Although it creates a cool effect, it doesn't resemble sunlight because there's a pole and a rim. So I eliminated them using Lightroom and also softened the light with the AI generative fill feature in Lightroom. For a more realistic sunset appearance, shooting through leaves can be more beneficial, and there are various ways to achieve this. Here's my base exposure for this ambient light with the flash switched off. The specific setting I used might not be crucial, as every situation is unique. However, it's worth noting that I captured this image at f2 using my 135mm lens, which created a soft, dreamy effect. Moving the flash off to the side a bit more also created a different look. Okay, so here we go with the second flash technique. It's the celebrity fashion look. I've got two samples. The one is a static photo and the other one with movement. Again, start by the ambient exposure you would like. The difference with this look is to hold your flash in your hand. It's going to give you a more direct flash look with harsh shadows, typical of the paparazzi fashion look that is so popular these days. For motion photos, shutter speed is crucial. I suggest a slow shutter speed of approximately 1/15. Maintaining a consistent distance between yourself and the model is vital as you walk with them. It's also essential to communicate this with your model, as any change in distance can impact the flash exposure and lead to inconsistent exposures in your photos. Instruct the model to exaggerate her steps and cross her legs while walking. This technique requires practice and may involve some trial and error. Make sure to take plenty of photos to capture that perfect shot. Okay, so most photographers don't know that their flashes has a zoom function and they don't even know how to use it. Don't use a flash without understanding this.